All right, court's now in session. I will now hear the case of Corporal Blake Mansfield versus Mandy Ferguson. I'll first hear from the complainant and then from the defendant. Corporal Mansfield, you are seeking custody, full custody for your child. You've been overseas, and your girlfriend, not your wife, has moved to another state. Would you please stand and give me your statement?
Thank you, Your Honor. Today I stand before you, not as a soldier, but as a father. I am here seeking full custody, as you mentioned. Like you said, my girlfriend, well, ex-girlfriend, sorry, has now moved out of state. She did this without notifying me while I was deployed. As you know, my position in the military requires me to be deployed for months at a time, sometimes years. And due to this, my girlfriend and I became estranged. Now, last time I was deployed, Mandy took the children, my son and my daughter, out of state without telling me, without giving me any information. So once I came home from deployment, my children were nowhere to be seen. There was no word, nothing. I feel that this is very unsafe and it's putting my children in an unsafe environment. Mandy not only kidnapped my children, but she's putting them in an unruly environment. She's, moving on a whim. She's seeing all kinds of men at all kinds of hours. And not only that, I don't even think she's currently working, Your Honor. How is she going to support two children?
Well, let's hear from the defendant and see what she has to say. And for clarification, how many children and what ages?
It's our son, who's 2, and Abby, who's 9 months.
2 and 9 months. All right, very good.
Your Honor, sorry. Our son is 2 years old and our daughter is actually 11 months old.
No, she's not. He can't count.
Okay, but under a year. So 2 and under a year. So it's now your turn, Miss Ferguson.
Thank you. Well, as he said, he's been overseas, and I just find the fact that he calls himself a father, I think he uses that term loosely, because it's purely biological. Even when he is home, when he's on leave, he was hardly ever at home. He constantly missed events that the kids, our son was always looking forward to seeing his dad. He wouldn't show up for his birthday when he said he was supposed to. He's completely absent. And
Objection, Your Honor. Context.
You can't object. This is her statement. Please let her speak.
Thank you. So it was actually causing the kids a lot more heartache to attempt to get him into their lives than to just remove him.
Okay. Please sit and let me ask you both some questions.
Okay.
Corporal Mansfield, with a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old, how would you take care of both of these children if you were granted full custody? What support systems do you have in place? And would you be sent out to serve the military in the foreseeable future?
Your Honor, yes, due to my work, I may be deployed. However, I am very close with my parents, and they are healthy individuals, and they have told me, and they have given me their word that they willingly take care of the children anytime I get back.
Over my dead body.
Please, let him speak. All right, you've answered that question. Ms. Ferguson, let me ask you, when you say that Corporal Mansfield has missed events and not been a present father, is that mostly due to his deployment, to his work, or are you saying that even when he's home, he's not present?
It's even when he's home. There's deployment, and there's also just him as a person, him as a father, him as a partner. He's never around. And even when he's right in front of you, he's not there. He's someplace else.
I see. Thank you. Corporal Mansfield, I'll let you rebut what you just said. Could you explain a little bit about your presence in the children's life?
Yes, Your Honor. Serving in the military has given me core values, which I have then extended to my children. Your Honor, this needs to be taken care of. She cannot keep speaking out of stern like this.
Oh, she was sighing. So please continue your thought.
Your Honor, I suffer from PTSD, so sometimes when I am home, I am a little bit absent. However, I am seeking therapy to counteract this.
Very good. You may be seated. Do either of you have any witnesses or evidence you wish to present at this time?
Your Honor, I actually do have a character witness I would like to bring to the stand.
Very good.
My Uncle Ray.
What's his name?
Ray?
Ray? Uncle Ray, why don't you come forward, please? You can stand next to your nephew. And please identify your first and last name for the court.
My name is Ray Knight.
Okay.
And this man is a good man. I mean, honestly, come on. Look at her.
Excuse me?
I think she's got it kind of backwards. She's the one that's kind of been out. I don't want to go there, but just whatever.
Well, excuse me. So
Objection.
I know.
I can't object to making a statement.
Yes, but you need to make a statement about your nephew.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me a character reference about your nephew.
Good man, honest, hardworking, and he loves kids and dogs.
Okay.
Just not his own.
That proves that he can love other people's dogs, he can love other people's animals, he can love other people. He is a true gentleman in all senses. He is the man. And he loves his kids and would do any and everything to protect them. And look, he's protecting our country.
Do you have any children, Mr. Knight?
I do. I have 2 grown-up children.
Okay. So if your nephew's deployed, are you part of his support system?
I would be honored to. I love it. I brought up many kids other than my own that have moved in with my wife and I. So I'd be honored to help and watch and support his family.
Thank you, Mr. Knight. You may be seated.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Ferguson, did you have any evidence or witnesses that you wish to provide at this time?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. Isn't it clear?
There are some things that are very clear
What
here.
do you think, Judge?
Well, that's what I'm going to tell you. Thanks for asking. Cases with children are never easy, and, with some deliberation, I think the best course of action for both of you is, first of all, court-mandated counseling. I'll also be assigning a social worker to look over the situation between the two of you. And Corporal, I understand you're wanting full custody, but in the eyes of the court, that doesn't seem logical at this point. What I will do is set up a temporary order for shared custody, 50-50, between the two of you, for you to work out across state lines and with the social worker, with their approval and regular reports to the court. We will revisit this situation after 6 months. Case over.